You got to defend this cross screen first. Stop. Here's a cross screen. They're going to go cross screen into a ball screen. You've got to get over here and jam this player as he comes through the cross screen, knock him off his spot so this player can get on the other side. Look what happens. You do nothing about this cross screen. So look at the separation between the screener now and the man he's defending. So now you have no chance to even guard this ball screen, and it leads to an easy little shot at the rim. There's no such thing as jogging in transition. This player needs to be sprinting, 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 sprinting. Look at this jogging. Totally inexcusable. Look if you sprint. If you were sprinting, now you're here with your back to the baseline. And now when they swing this ball here, there's no place for anybody to go because you're right there. Okay? But instead, you're jogging back so Jason Tatum gets it, dunk. Don't guard beyond the three-point line away from the ball. Your man's out here. Cool. Who cares? Get to here, back to the baseline. So when this player comes here, stunt, recover. But you're guarding out beyond the three-point line for no reason. So now Marcus Smart has a driving lane he should never have, and it's a layup. Hedge this ball screen. First of all, okay, before we even get into hedging, where's this player going? The backside help is literally standing and waiting right here. Now, the second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip this way, I can recover back and move the backside defender to where he is, which is basically where he's standing. Okay? But instead, you're in this dumb drop coverage, and it's just wide open jumper for Al Horford on a pick and pop. You're in your stupid drop coverage, so Jaylen Brown's just going to get wide open for three. Okay, so let's take a look. First of all, this is look how easy this ball screen is to hedge. Where's Al Horford going? The backside help is literally right here. Just get up a little bit. All right, I'm hedging. The second Jaylen Brown hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip. Okay, I can recover and bump this backside defender back the 2 steps he needs to get back. But nope, let's just give Jaylen Brown a wide open three. Top running drop coverage. This is easy as heck to hedge. Look at this. The second this ball handler right here picks up his dribble, hesitates, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in about a second because the sideline's right there, okay, I can recover. In the meantime, I need backside help, but I'm going to be allowing you to bump back very quickly, like in a second quickly. But instead, you're going to give Jason Tatum the lane wide open. Hedging a ball screen, you can't let this guard turn the corner. You got to get up. This player cannot turn the corner. But look at this. Look how, see you let him turn the corner. You're screwed. Game over. Wide open jumper. Again, your stupid drop coverage, so you just give Jaylen Brown the lane. How easy do you want to make it for him? Okay, so let's take a look. We get up. We're hedging right here. The second Jaylen Brown has to hesitate, pick up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, I can recover. In the meantime, we have backside help here, but I should be able to recover and bounce you back quickly. But instead, nope, let's just give Jaylen Brown the lane and give him any space he wants to operate. Say, I want to hedge this first ball screen. This player does not need to feverishly fight over the top right now. He just has to make sure he can close this up so the player can't split through. Okay? So Brook Lopez needs to get up, and we're hedging Jason Tatum out here. Okay? The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of Brook Lopez's hip, okay, I can recover. All right? In the meantime, this player's going nowhere. Because, you know what? The backside help is right here. Okay? And I'm going to be able to recover and bounce you back quickly. All right? But instead, you're running drop coverage. This player's trying to feverishly fight over the top of a screen. He's going to fall, and it leads to a wide open jumper. Again, stupid drop coverage, so Jaylen Brown just has the lane. This guard has to come from behind, and it's a 2-shot foul. Again, same thing. Let's talk about hedging. Up. Push this guard out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's outside hip, I can recover. In the meantime, this backside defender needs to get up, okay? First of all, if a skip pass is made all the way over here, you'll have plenty of time to recover back, okay? But also, I'm going to be able to recover quickly and bounce you back anyways, okay? But instead, you're in drop coverage. You put the guard in a terrible spot, and it's Celtics to the line shooting 2. If you're Drew Holiday, you got to be calculated here. I mean, again, this steal, this Boston's coming up with this ball. So just sprint, 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 sprint back. You're our only line of defense. Okay? You're going after this ball. Boston's getting this ball. Okay? So just get back. Let's try and get a stop. Instead, you gamble towards the ball, don't get it, and it's lights out. Okay, right here, I don't know what Bobby Portis is doing. Okay, right now, if you're this player here, okay, on this, when you close out, you want to close out this way. So this player has to go this way. There's literally no place for this player to go. This player can take a step in. He's walking right into a second defender. Stunt, recover. But you're letting this player go away from gap help. If you're Bobby Portis, you can't double. This is doubling. And why are you even doubling? This player's doing fine one-on-one. Get out here. But instead, you're staying down to double for I don't know what reason, and it's an open three. All right, you switch this ball screen. I love switching ball screens, okay? But first of all, stop. This is not how you switch a ball screen. Not over the top. Right now, you're underneath. You're battling for real estate now. Now, initiating contact now. When you switch over the top like this, now Al Horford gets to go as low as he wants with you not battling for any kind of real estate. And look, now he's too low, and it's a two-shot foul. Don't lean towards the down screen early. If he comes off this down screen, this player needs to show, and you just chase through. But look at this player. He's going to lean towards the down screen early. So Jason Tatum's just going to refuse it, and now you're not able to get your feet set. Defense is scrambling, and it's going to eventually lead to a wide-open catch-and-shoot three from Tatum. Can't run drop coverage on a pick and pop. This is just practice threes. I mean, come on. All right, so right here, again, I'm hedging this ball screen. Okay? Look at this. This is an empty side ball, so I'm hedging. This backside defender can come up all the way here because this player now can occupy these Celtics players 2 passes away. All right? The second that this ball handler up here hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, I can recover and send this backside defender back over here. But you need backside help, and you got to hedge so that this guard has to hesitate, pick up his dribble, and bring his dribble back sooner. Okay? You're hedging, you're attacking the ball handler. Okay? But instead, you're running drop coverage, there's no backside help, and it's just a practice three. Okay, you hedge this ball screen. I love it. Okay, stop. Jason Tatum just made this bounce pass. Back, 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 back. What is this player doing? Why are 2 players staying out here? So now, obviously, this player's wide open on the roll, and it's a layup. Okay, so they're going to run, look at this. So they run a ball screen here, and then they're going to run a ball screen on the player that dropped. Okay, so now it's just right to the rim for a layup. So you got to stop with drop coverage. Okay, look, up, right here, up, hedge. First of all, where's Al Horford going? The backside defender's right here. The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of Al Horford's hip, okay, which, by the way, just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover and bounce this player back, which is going to happen pretty quickly, all right? But instead, you're in drop coverage, so you allow these consecutive ball screens to happen, and it's a wide-open layup. You have to defend this cross screen. Stop. This is a cross screen right here, okay? This player needs to jam this player as he comes through the cross screen so this player can easily get on the other side. You got to knock this player off his spot. But you do nothing about this cross screen, so look. Now look at all this separation. So now you're screwed, and now it's just gonna lead to a wide open three. Again, you're in drop coverage with Jason Tatum, and you're just gonna give him the lane. So I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? 2-shot foul. Okay, so right here, this is such an easy ball screen to hedge because look where the sideline is. The second Jason Tatum hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in a second or less because the sideline is right there. Okay, I can recover back to my man. In the meantime, backside help from right here. But again, I'm going to be able to recover so fast, you're going to barely be in backside help for any amount of time at all. But instead, you just give Jason Tatum the lane, and he predictably gets right to the rim for a 2-shot foul. But again, this is a pretty easy ball screen to switch because it's guard, wing, okay, or even guard to guard. So just switch this. Why the Celtics are in the bonus. That's a major thing to point out here. Okay, so if you're Drew Holiday, anything you do, you got to show your hands. Okay, because you get called for a cheap foul, Boston goes to the line. Look, can I see Drew Holiday's hands? Nope. There's your cheap foul. Boston goes to the line shooting 2. Stop running drop coverage. Look at this. Marcus Smart's in the lane. That draws help at the rim. So what does this player have to do? He's got to help the helper because Brook Lopez steps up. Leads to a kick-out pass and a cheap foul here, and Boston's going to the line because they're in the bonus. Okay, so we'll back it up. This is Very easy right here. Okay, first of all, I mean, this is wing to wing, so you can easily switch this. If you don't want to do that, then hedge. Okay, this player's up here. All right, we're pushing Marcus Smart out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this player who's hedging High's hip. Okay, I can recover and bump this backside defender back, which is going to be pretty quickly. But instead, let's just give Marcus Smart the lane and have the defense collapse, and Boston's going to the line. Where are you getting beat? Come on. You got to make Jason Tatum go this way. I got a gap defender here, but nope, you're going to let him spin the other way where there's no one to help me out, and it's a two-shot foul. You got to identify people cherry-picking. So Grant Williams is going to go for this ball. Right now, Drew Holiday's got to see this, okay? You've got to spot cherry-pickers. Drew Holiday's got to start sprinting back. You're our only line of defense, okay? If the Bucks come up with an offensive rebound, you can come back and get back in the play. But you got to go now, okay? But Drew Holiday isn't. Grant Williams is cherry-picking, and this just becomes an easy two. Where are you getting beat? Come on, you're guarding Jason Tatum. Stop. You are not angling him this way, okay? Close out with him this way. This player needs to move in back to the baseline. And now when Jason Tatum comes this way, I can stunt without moving my feet and easily recover. But instead, you get beat away from any gap help whatsoever. So Jason Tatum's just going to blow right by you for a layup. Can't run drop coverage on pick and pops. It's just practice threes at this point. Look at this. Look at how open Al Horford is. Are you kidding? So again, right here, we're hedging, we're up, we're pushing this guard out, all right? First of all, now if Al Horford pops, the backside defender is literally standing here, all right? Second, this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of Brook Lopez, who's hedging High's hip. I can recover, and this backside defender can move back a half step to where his man is, okay? But when you run drop coverage on pick and pops, it's just like, it's just wide open. If you want to run drop coverage, Drew Holiday's got to get underneath right now, okay? Underneath. Jam for real estate with Tatum. Jam for real estate with Tatum. Back to the baseline. Jam for real estate with Tatum. Okay, but look you're staying over the top of Tatum. So now look, now he's just going to be able to chill right in the paint. And look what happens. That means he's just going to be in prime offensive rebounding positioning. And it leads to an easy two. All right, so you eventually switch this ball screen. Hallelujah. Drop coverage is terrible. All right, stop. But if you're Brook Lopez, you can't sag. You got to cut this court this way, okay? You're up. Jason Tatum can only go this way. This player can take a step in, okay? And now there's no place. He's walking into a second defender. This player doesn't have to move his feet inward at all. Stunt, easy recovery. But instead, you're going to sag, and Jason Tatum has a wide open three. Dribble handoff, here's how it happens, stop. So if this player's coming through, you just got to take a half step back, let this player through. This player's got to go through, okay? Watch this player's route right here. Let's zoom in on it, okay? So here we go. Watch this player's route underneath, okay? He's going to go, see how he's going to not go through right away? And Drew Holiday's not even giving him space to go through. So now this dribble handoff happens. This player's going to get it, blow right by everyone, layup. Not how you guard away from the ball. Back to the sideline. Get underneath. Back to the baseline. You are begging to get beat backdoor when your back's to the sideline, which is exactly what happens. Now this player's got to step up and backside help for absolutely no reason. And now it just pump fake wide open three for Boston. Stupid drop coverage. Look at this. You're running drop coverage. So now look. Now this player from the corner's got to step up. Okay. And now it's going to leave his man, he's sagging, and it's going to leave his man open for three. Okay, so let's not run drop coverage. Okay, let's hedge. Where exactly is Daniel Tice going here? The backside help is right here. Okay, so all I'm doing is hedging, pushing this guard out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big who's hedging on his hip. I can recover and move you to wherever basically where you are anyways. But instead, you're in drop coverage, forcing someone to step up there, and now it's just going to lead to an open three. Don't lean towards the screen. Make this player use the screen. When you start leaning towards the screen early, look, now it's a ball screen refusal. This player's right into the lane, and it's going to lead to an easy two. Communicate and transition. Come on, stop. Who has the ball? Okay? This player should say I have the ball. So this player can come over here. This player guards here. But this is what happens when there's botched communication. We got look, 4 people guarding the ball. So, yeah, that's going to kind of open up the three-point line. Okay, so you do hedge this ball screen. Stop. So Derek White just brought his dribble back, so you should be recovering. Let's see if Giannis stays out too long, and maybe that extra step is totally unnecessary. Right? As soon as Derek White pulls his dribble back. Now, okay? I'm recovering back. But number 2 is we got a cross screen coming. You got to guard this cross screen. This player here's got to jam this man off his spot so Giannis can get on the other side. You don't jam the player coming off of the cross screen. So now this player's got to get in backside help, which opens up the corner, okay? And it's going to lead to an easy pump fake and go drive. And draw more help at the rim and an open jumper. What happens when you don't communicate and transition? Stop. Why do we have 3 players guarding 2 Celtics players? That's when you don't communicate. So right now, this player's got to, one of these 2 players has got to say who's got this player. All right, is it Giannis? Fine. Then this player comes over here. But when there's no communication, this happens. 3 people guarding 2 Celtics, and that leads to a wide open 3. Giannis does not need to play this low. This player goes underneath the screen, fine. If you're Giannis, get back over here, okay? But look, you're just standing in no man's land doing nothing, okay? So now Al Horford's just going to be able to pump and go right to the rim, dunk. Idiot drop coverage. So look at this. You're just creating 2-on-1s, and now look, Al Horford's wide open jumper. Okay, so let's actually look at how you can defend this ball screen and maybe actually, get a stop, okay? This player's up. I'm hedging. I'm pushing this guard out this way. Where's Al Horford going? The backside help is literally standing and waiting right here. The second this ball handler also hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, okay, I can recover and move this backside defender a half step back to where he actually was. All right, but instead, you're creating 2-on-1s for no reason, and it's an open jumper. You have to communicate and transition, okay? So let's look at Al Horford. Stop. This player's got to go with Al Horford. You got to tell Brook Lopez to take the ball. You get cross-matched in transition all the time. You just got to get to the nearest body when it comes to transition defense. But this player's going to stop and guard the ball, so Al Horford's wide open for 3. That's why I hate guarding full court. Just get to the three-point line and guard Marcus Smart. Why are you guarding him out here? What are you accomplishing by guarding Marcus Smart out here? Okay? Because now he's just going to beat you, and look, you're screwed. Now he's snake dribbling you, and now it's just right into the lane for a layup. Just guard at the three-point line. You have to do something about this ball screen. The Bucks do nothing about this ball screen, so Jason Tatum gets right to the rim for a layup, okay? So again, I'm hedging. I'm hedging all the time. This player comes off this ball screen up, okay? Push Jason Tatum out this way. Backside defense is right here. By the way, I'm pushing Jason Tatum out. So if he wants to make the skip pass, I can easily recover. Okay, but in the meantime, the second Jason Tatum hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack more off of Brook Lopez's hip this way, which just pushes him further away from the play, I might add. I can recover and bounce you back. But instead, you're going to just not guard this ball screen at all. So Jason Tatum's right to the rim for a layup. Wow, is this an atrocious gamble on Jason Tatum? Look at this right here. Look at this little gamble. It's all it takes. Look at this atrocious gamble right there. So now you're never able to get your feet set, and Jason Tatum's just going to rip and go right by you, draw help at the rim, wide open corner 3. If you are trapping, this makes no sense. Why would you not just stay here and make this a 4-on-4? But if you want to trap a ball screen, this player's got to zoom up here. You cannot allow them to pass to one pass away, all right? This player's got to this player's got to trap here. This is a really tough one to trap. But you just got to trap so good. This trap has to be so good that this pass can't get made. But if you don't guard one pass away and they pass out of a trap, then it's over. Now you've just given up a 3-on-2 for no reason. Al Horford gets it, and it's an and 1. Are you getting beat? Come on. As this player comes over here, stop. This player's got to be saying, send him left, send him left. So you're up, and this player's only going this way, where there's no place to go. Instead, you get beat away from any gap help, and it's right to the rim for a layup. Right, you switch this ball screen. Perfect. Okay, stop. This player needs to get up the line a little bit, but this is the only place Tatum's going. Right into traffic, here and here. Nope, you're going to let him beat you this way, and now look. Now it ends up being an and 1 for Boston. All right, you switch this ball screen, wonderful, but you cannot sag on Jason Tatum. Now, you have two options here, okay? One, you can get up, close this area off, Brook Lopez can come in, okay? Now you're guiding Jason Tatum into a second defender. I can stunt without moving my feet inward, easily get back outward. Or I can double team right here because I have three bodies to rotate. This player's up here, okay? When Jason Tatum, you force Jason Tatum there, this player's over here on a kick out, this player's here, this player falls back into the corner that went to double team. Okay, so multiple options. The option that isn't there is sagging, which is exactly what happens, and it leads to an open three. You want to bring Jason Tatum into gap help right here. You got to cut the floor off this way. This player can get over. He can have his left foot on or parallel to the block, right foot out. And now when Jason Tatum comes this way, he's meeting a second defender. And now I don't have to move my feet. All right, wide stance. I just stunt without moving my feet, recover. Okay? If you're bringing him this way, you got to double. There's not enough space to be in the gaps. So right now this player's got to slide over here, and you're bringing him here. Giannis needs to get way up the line to his man because he's on that first kick-out pass. This player's here, and then the man that doubles falls into the corner. Okay? But you're not really bringing him anywhere. Again, now you're left on an island, and it's going to lead to a Jason Tatum little scoop shot. One, this is not how you ever hedge a ball screen. Giannis cannot. Giannis is going to hedge, you can't let him turn the corner. Okay? And then, look, then you're going to switch way too late. Okay? Marcus Smart's already almost in the lane at this point. Okay? So now look at this. It's just Marcus Smart going one-on-one, and it's an easy two. God-awful transition defense. Boston has the ball here. It is impossible that this player here for Boston is going to get back. Sprint, sprint, sprint. There's no way that this Celtics player is going to be able to get back behind you. But nope, you're going to stop. I don't know what this is. There's no communication, and it's a two-shot foul. Can't go under this screen, okay? This is wing to wing, so this is easy to switch. Stop. This player just goes up. This player goes under. But you're going to try and go under this screen, and now Marcus Smart's again. He's already in the lane. So now you've put yourself in an impossible spot.